Ariel Helwani in Chicago for UFC on Fox 16 alongside Paul Felder, who meets Edson Barboza this Saturday, live and free on Fox. Paul, good to see you. You know, when I got the media schedule today, I saw TJ Dillashaw's name there, Henan Barrow's name there, Misha Tate-Jeskai. Your name not on the list, yet here you are, probably with the best workout of the day thus far. How did you end up here?
We went and asked for it, and we told the UFC, you know, why are we not on the open workouts? We want to be there, and they were like, "You kidding me? You actually want to do this stuff?" And we're like, "Yeah, we want to do this." So my coach went up and got it squared away, and here we are. And I love hitting pads first of all, and doing it in front of a crowd to kind of get me geared up for Saturday night. What better way to get a little warm up before the big crowd on Saturday? So we wanted to be here.
It's funny, I recall a guy named Donald Cerrone doing the same thing just a couple of months ago for UFC 187. You two are very much cut from the same cloth, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we like to fight. We like to be in scraps, and we don't mind getting this attention and having fun doing it, you know? So why not be here? If I got to be doing this, I was telling, you know, the other interviews, if I'm going to be cutting weight in a hotel room gym, I might as well just be doing it here in the UFC gym in front of a crowd, having fun with you guys and getting interviewed, you know?
I know you took this fight on relatively short notice, early June, so you had like a month and a half. But what has the experience been like? Because as you mentioned, you're on road to the Octagon, you're getting more attention, main card, big fight against a big name opponent. What's this been like for you? It's kind of your first time going through all this, right?
Oh yeah, this is definitely the first time where, you know, road to the Octagon was there for like 4 days. They were here for 3, and then Cowboy came down to train with me, so they came back to film us training together. You know, I have UFC Embedded following me around, but you know, I was telling my friends and my girl, this is all dreams come true for me. I sit at home before this fight and watch UFC Embedded with Conor McGregor and all these guys, you know, and Chad Mendez, and I'm like, man, I really hope someday that they're following me around, and here we are doing this, and now I just gotta, you know, have fun, live in the moment, and perform on Saturday night.
Thus far, your career going very well. You're undefeated. You've looked very good in the UFC. But this is a different ball game. You know, a couple million people at least will be watching, main card, all that stuff. Are you the kind of guy that will get nervous in those situations?
Oh yeah, I'll get nervous in a good way though. Do you know what I mean? I think nerves can affect you in a couple different ways, and one of them is, you know, make you nervous, make you sick. And I don't get sick. I get kind of focused, and I kind of shell in and try to handle the moment. And I just try to, man, when I'm walking out there, every time I try to smell the air, look at the crowd, and just take it all in, because I always say to myself when I'm walking out there, you know, you signed up to be here. You chose to be here. So I'll be nervous. I mean, he's a tough guy with knockout power everywhere. So, I just can't wait to see what happens. And I really think I'm going to end up on top. And you guys will be seeing a lot more of this kind of stuff.
My colleague, Mark Ramundi over at MMAfighting.com, wrote a profile on you recently about your dreams of being a Hollywood star. Yeah. And I'm wondering, if I told you right now, UFC champion or Oscar, what means more to you?
UFC champion.
Was it always like that?
You know, for a little while, I got away from martial arts just a little bit. But what I don't think a lot of people don't know about me is I started martial arts when I was like 12 years old, and did that all the way through my acting career too, and trained Taekwondo, karate through all that. So really my first passion and love in life was to own my own Taekwondo karate school. And then I got an urge to compete, and then MMA got so big and the UFC got so big. So finally I was just like, I have to take a crack at this. Oh, but holding a UFC belt, I can always go into acting. And, you know, nowadays, to be honest, I think holding a championship belt means more than winning an Oscar at this point, to be honest with you.
But now that you're becoming, you know, a star and a name, people know who you are, is there a chance that you will use this fame to go back into that world?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, that was kind of always the goal, and for sure my mother's goal and hope that how it would all play out was that this would, you know, get me enough success and, you know, recognition that if I wanted to go back and do some performing or get into film, which is, you know, obviously what I really wanted to do. I was doing a lot of theater, but I wanted to get into film and make a name for myself. So hopefully, you know, this catapults me into that a little bit.
Greatest actor of all time.
Oh, geez. I mean, I'm going to go right now off the top of my head with Marlon Brando for right now.
Favorite movie?
Right now, Big with
Tom Hanks. Wow.
One of my
Why?
favorite movies. I just have grown up watching that movie, and you know, when I was a little kid, I wanted to be older, and now I'm about the age I think Tom Hanks was in that movie, and here I am living my own kind of dream. So I think that's fitting for this right now.
I like that choice very much. All right, so when you envision this fight, what a fun matchup. I mean, two great strikers. He's so dynamic, you're so dynamic. How do you actually see it playing out? Where are the holes in his game that you're going to look to exploit?
I think, you know, the holes in his game, without giving anything away, is I think he's a very good fighter when he's winning. And I think you got to take that away from him early, and I think he knows that I know that. So honestly, I think it's going to be a really close, gritty, back and forth, in each other's faces kind of fight, because I think he wants to prove that he's not like that. So I think we're going to be in each other's faces, kneeing, kicking, elbows. I think it's going to be bloody, bruised up, and hopefully we can buy each other a beer afterwards, because we both have little babies back home too, so we're both fighting with a fire underneath of us.
How old's yours?
2 months.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Right out of the oven.
Right out of
First
the
one.
First one, yeah.
Wow. Does that change your mentality? Last time you fought, you didn't have a kid. Of course, you knew you were going to be a dad, but things change, right?
Yeah, I think it's different knowing you're going to be a father versus actually having that child at home, waking up every day, feeding her, changing her diapers, and then going to the gym with that mindset of, okay, it's not about you anymore, buddy. It's about making sure she grows up with everything she needs. So, yeah, definitely driven.
Congrats on that. Good luck in the fight. Looking forward to it.
I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.